Hi, my name is Devin Rivera, and I have the pleasure of speaking with
the Kid Mero, man, comedian, writer, producer, host, multi-hyphenate.
Fact. Big entrepreneur. You do a lot of things when it comes into the entertainment industry. One question I have for not only myself, but people coming after me, for young content creators, what are hopes and goals for futures in Dominican in this entertainment aspect? Whether it's podcasting, whether it's comedian, having shows.
It's to get your feet in entertainment, it's hard, but it's one of those things where it's like the kind of like the 10,000 hour rule applies. You gotta hit open mics.
Yep.
You gotta write. You gotta have thick skin, because a lot of people are gonna be. Can I curse? A lot of people are gonna be like, "Yo, your shit is whack, bro." You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't it. You know what I mean? But you gotta learn to parse through constructive criticism and just, yo, this guy's just hating. You know what I'm saying? Because he wishes that I had a podcast that was getting, however many thousands of views. So, learning to tell the difference to me is key, because, when you're young, bro, like, you don't have the benefit of like having lived experience.
Yep.
So something like that could really get to you.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like I do my podcast, Victory Light. I have two great hosts, Lisbel Ortiz, Renny Ovalle, and, they're young, comedians in the game. So it's like, I always tell them, like, listen, read the comments, but don't read the comments, if you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
Because there's some value in there. A lot of it is just blah, blah, bro.
It's jargon.
It's just like nonsense, like, yo, you whack, yo, you laugh too much. And it's just like, bro, ignore all that and focus on the content. Because if the content is good and it hits the right eyeballs, it's gonna go.
I mean, I think you hit on a great point, especially nowadays. Everybody wants that instant gratification, so they don't have that thick skin, because at the end of the day, I mean, when you make your art form, or if you are making your platform, podcast, whatever it is, you're doing it more so in the sense of yourself, and you gotta believe in yourself to put it out there, because like you said, people gonna hate. At the end of the day, we live in an age where people make a fake page just to trash talk you for no reason.
Absolutely, man. Burner accounts galore. And this is what I say, like, it's like, you see it with we grew up in the hood, so you see it with rappers, you see it with athletes. They have that mentality of like, I'm the best.
Yep.
You gotta have that mentality. You know what I mean?
I think you hit another good point. I mean, growing up in the hood, you was getting clowned on. Your friends would do that to you. So that made that thick skin. Like you already used to that. So like, and they know you. So they get into the nitty gritty of it.
You know what I mean?
So all that other stuff ends up being superficial. Like you said, you read in the comments, but you're not really reading the comments.
Exactly, bro. And that's the thing too. And that's another thing, that having that upbringing is like undergrad for comedy. You know what I mean? Because you gotta really be quick on your feet. Oh, you says this about my shoes? Bang, I'm a roast your sweater. You know what I mean? Oh, you making fun of these old Pippins? Bro, you wearing a boxing bear jacket.
No,
like you don't got room to talk. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like whoop, 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 whoop. And I always say that was like comedy college for me. You know what I mean? Especially thinking on my feet. Quick-witted, like kind of, crowd work type of stuff. And then, the writing process is more, all right, let me sit down, let me have a thought. And this is another thing I tell to young content creators. If you have a thought, it could just be a thought. Write it down. Because that, you could go back to that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it could become something that, you were on the train on your way home from work and you're like, this will be cool, but it probably ain't gonna work out. Write it down. Because a year later, you might have the opportunity to take that project on. So always keep your options open and always be open-minded.
I mean, I think another good point you hit is writing it down. I think a lot of people are like, man, I'm gonna keep that thought in my head. Whether you're an artist, whatever your profession is, it's gonna be in one ear and it's out the other. Like, you're gonna forget that.
I love Jay-Z, bro, but I do not believe that you do not write any single thing that you rap. Bro, you have way too many songs to go on stage and do 25 songs and be like, yo, I remember all this.
Look, great MC, ain't no way he's freestyling. Every time he's in the studio, every single time.
Come on, dog. Hov, I love you, you're the GOAT, but bruh, like, you didn't just remember that you lost 92 bricks. You know what I mean? You wrote that shit down. Love you, though.
In your opinion, what are some key steps that need to be taken to create more equal opportunities for us Dominicans or even just young entrepreneurs in the entertainment industry?
It starts with us. You know what I mean? Like, if you achieve a measure of success, it's I take it as a personal responsibility. I can't speak for everybody else, but like me personally, I am a Dominican kid from East Tremont in the Bronx. I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
We're in front of a very fancy step and repeat. I'm getting interviewed by you. Your suit costs a lot of money. These are Gucci loafers. You know what I mean?
Fact, let them know.
Like, you know, come on, man. My AP pop. That's why I don't got it on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the watchmaker getting fixed. You know what I mean? But it's really that. It's opening the door and don't slam it shut behind you, bro. Have you? Do you play PlayStation?
Of course.
Have you played that game Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, my favorite game, Ghost of Tsushima.
Amazing game.
Hell yeah.
But you notice something. When you open a door, he immediately closes behind you.
It's immediate shut.
Yeah. Do not be that. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. You know what I mean?
But what I think, and that's a good point you said to that, I think a lot of people get that baton and they get so selfish with it. They're like,
wanna
yo,
hold on to
this is my moment. I need to hold on to it. Instead of realizing, like, at the end of the day, we could even bring it back to sport. There's somebody who's going to be better than LeBron. There's one kid
100%.
out there practicing somewhere in the country.
We're already seeing it.
We're already seeing it. What am I say?
Yo, Victor Wembanyama is
and they hating on him so much.
so much. My man is 8'12" and hit a sham god in a game.
Come on now.
Okay?
And popping threes like just no big man.
Bro.
Tim Duncan was not doing that. That's Mr. Fundamental, and I love Timmy, but he wasn't pulling
Right.
what Victor's doing.
It's evolution, man. It's evolution, and the older guard accepting that evolution and helping the evolution. Not just saying like, yo, this is what we do and we're always gonna do this. Don't plateau, man. Keep climbing, because the youth, people say like youth is wasted on the young. I think that's bullshit, because I know so many young people, especially now, like what people will call Gen Z, like that are hungry and they're motivated, and they'll take a phone and make a movie with the phone, where somebody else is like, I need a whole crew, I need 4 camera ops, I need a sound guy, I need a and they're just like, nah, bro, I got like this live that I rented from B&H, I got my iPhone, and we're gonna make this movie. You know what I mean? And then those are the types of that's the kind of art that's real. You know what I mean? Because I always say like the most important part of art, especially in comedy, is honesty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I tell a joke about, you know, like, I did a podcast the other day where I was just like, you know, talking about like police brutality and stuff like that. And I was just like, I flipped it. I was like, yo, listen, man. I was like, I'm 40 now. When I was younger, you know, like in the 90s, cops would just rough you up and be like, yeah, get out of here, you piece of garbage. Go get a job. You Puerto Rican? You know what I mean? Like, or whatever. I'm like, I'm Dominican. Whatever, same thing.
Same thing.
So whatever. You guys are from an island, you eat plantains. But you know what I mean? But then it's like, rough you up and get the hell out of here, versus, yo, we booking you and now you got a rap sheet this long. So it's like, you know, like that's a traumatic experience, but like as a comedian, it took, you know, it's honest. It's my honest, you know what I mean? Like experience. Like I experienced this thing, it's traumatic. How do I make it into something that will make you laugh?
Yep.
But while you're laughing, you're thinking about like, damn, bro, like
That hits home.
You know what I mean? Like it's the sugar with the medicine that I always say.
And I always say that, I mean, watching the great comics, whether it's Eddie Murphy or if you're watching Chris Rock, anybody who really does stand-up, like a real Bernie Mac, if you really do stand-up, the joke, even Dave Chappelle, we got to shout out our hometown right here. The beauty in the joke is that there's honesty in there. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's going to make you laugh, but it has to then hit home like, damn, that was a deep point. Like, I didn't even think about it like that.
He said, Chappelle had a great joke in one of his earlier specials where he said he was driving through D.C. and he knew he was in the hood because he was like, liquor store, liquor store, liquor store, gun store, liquor store, liquor store, liquor store. And then he said, I saw a baby just standing outside. And I was concerned because I was just like, you know, I'm a father, and I'm like, what is this baby doing outside at this time of night? And he rolls the window down and he's like, hey, baby, what are you doing outside at this late at night? He goes, I'm selling weed, nigga. which is hilarious, but it's just like, it's true. And it's like I said, the sugar with the medicine. What he's trying to say there is that when you grow up in those environments, you got to grow up fast.
Yep.
You got to be an adult at like 12, which is crazy. I live in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey right now. My 12-year-old is home playing Fortnite, eating Go-Gurts. You know what I'm saying? I was 12 years old at Hunts Point Market, passing my dad the flathead screwdriver. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like with the welding guy, it's a different time. So, you know what I mean? It's like, and it's not to say that these kids are lazy or anything like that. It's just technology is changing.
Yep.
We used to go outside and play ball and meet outside.
Yeah,
now
kids.
they meet up online. And that's fine, because you're still engaging with your peers, you're still doing what you do in moderation.
Yeah, oh, 100%.
know
Definitely
what I
in
mean?
moderation, yeah. I mean, too much of the, what did they say in Karate Kid? Too much of the good stuff is bad stuff?
Right.
That's a heavy hitting line, but it's real.
That's
no
a
matter
bar.
what it is. That's a bar.
Yeah.
And we just interviewed a young kid too, Saul Mena. He's a Dominican
Yes.
professional gamer.
The GOATs.
And I even told him, I was like, that's crazy because anybody who grew up Dominican, first thing our mom and dad do it, sal de ese cuarto, why you on the game so
Ese
long?
Nintendo, tú te pasas el día entero en ese
Ese
maldito
Nintendo.
Nintendo, coño,
Now that
suelta esa
Nintendo paying
vaina.
bills. Now that Nintendo paying
You
bills.
feel me? And that was the thing with my mom. Mami, te quiero muchísimo. Shout out to Tito y FIFA, porque yo soy el hijo de Tito y FIFA, coño.
There you go.
De Barber de Mao directamente. My mom used to always be like, yo, why are you on the computer, bro? Why are you outside with your friends, like just in front of the bodega, just like cutting ass and telling jokes and whatever? And then, you know, fast forward to, you know, Viceland, and she's like, mi hijo, yo necesito arreglar algo en mi casa y yo no sé cómo que lo voy a hacer. I called my account and I was like, yo, listen, deposit $7,500 in my mom's account. Then she calls me, she leaves me the 25 WhatsApp messages. Ay, mi hijo, gracias. Ay, yo no sabía que yo iba a hacer. Yo estaba desesperada. Ay, mi hijo, tú eres tan... Ay, yo sabía que tú ibas a hacer así. And I was like,
Ma, really?
you caught me smoking Newport 100s in front of the building and you whooped my ass, okay? But that just goes to show, man, like, you know, that support, you know what I mean? Like that, and it comes, it's in us culturally, man. Like, it's like, you know, like, I don't know any Dominican family that's just like, yo, it's just mom, dad, siblings. It's like, yo, tío, ahí viene tu tío.
It don't work like that.
Nah, tu tío Alfredo viene la semana que viene, que ya lo buscamos.
At some point, you go back to DR and they be like, oh yeah, this is your cousin you haven't met in like
15 years.
They be like, esa es mi prima. Okay, cool.
Okay, all right, bet. We're here now.
We definitely here now. One last question I just wanted to ask you. What are any future projects or hopes and goals that you have moving forward in this new year?
Yeah, I mean, for me, 2024 is all about elevation, scaling up, proving people wrong, because I'm driven by, you know, passion, obviously, but also pettiness.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people that was like, yo, bro, you know, when you're part of a duo and you split, people are like, man, you ain't gonna, 2024 is the year that y'all are gonna suck my dick from the back.
What Dirk saying that one song? Bitch, you petty. Bitch, I'm petty too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. So it's just like, my thing is like, I got projects cooking on linear TV, and then I got the digital stuff going, got a book in the works, you know what I mean? And I'm just, you know, and with Congressman Espaillat, like, you know, trying to work on building the first, not even Latino, minority-owned and run production company out of New York City.
That's amazing.
That's the goal, man, for 2024.
One little side note in bar, I just want to say, whenever I hear some wild basketball chatter or some bullshit, that fuck out of here meme, that's my favorite meme of yours. Because I mean, like, that trumps everything. Fuck out of here.
You know how many people come up to me and they're like, they don't even know what they
don't even know
They're
you.
like, yo, I see you in a group chat. I'm just like, yo, hey, whatever works. Facial recognition is very important, man. Like, that's another thing. For young entertainers, yes, write, create, be behind the scenes, do it all. But make sure that your face and your voice is something that people see a lot and they become familiar with it. Because people, I get the all the time. Like, yo.
I feel like that's also a Dominican thing. Tú no eres.
Tú no eres.
Ah, tú eres fulanito.
Oh, tú eres fulanito, nieto de Nin. Y de Tete. I'm like, bro, like, how many Nings and Tete and Chicha?
Hey, just everything. They just make it. At this point, they just coming up with the names. Like, that's our DC Mo, basically.
Yeah,
that's our Mo. That's our Mo. Dominicans made Mo a long time ago before that even existed.
Hey, Julián, fulano. Like, just make up a name for you. Hey, Francisco, ven acá. Pero yo me llamo Julio, ¿qué pasó?
No, es la misma cosa.
Es la misma vaina, no le inventa nada.
Appreciate you for your time.
Thank
Definitely
you,
for
man.
talking to us. My name is Devin Rivera Osuna, and I got the pleasure of speaking with
the Kid Mero, writer, producer, comedian, entertainer extraordinaire, and I'm here with DPA, the Dominican Professional Association, baby. Let's go.
We appreciate it.